Oh, hello everyone. This is Psycho Readings by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just make sure that you indicate if it's a flame reading, pendulum, or just a plain old tarot card reading. So, me and Domino is sitting here. Hello, Domino. Hello, Bob. We got some new people we got the people in the chat already. Hello, hello, hello. You gonna sit quietly? Okay. So today, kind of a interesting show for everybody. I had a vision. Okay, as I was at work, I had this vision, and it includes the Solid Gold Dancers. So if you're old enough to remember the Solid Gold show and the Solid Gold Dancers, okay, you'll know what I'm going to be getting into. But first, let's do the card of the day. We'll bring up the tension there. Okay, and we're just waiting for more people to come in so they can hear my vision that I had. So today's card is from The Universe Has Your Back. There you go. So the card says, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Now, it's very important for this time and the place that we're at to remain in the light as much as you can, even with all this darkness going on. Okay. That is a good way of protecting yourself from all the negativity and all the evil of the world. Okay. By placing that white ellipsoid of bright white light around you, it'll help you in so many different ways. Okay. It'll help you from, uh, you know, all the many negative thoughts that you've been having. Okay. Uh, Always putting yourself in the light and surrounding your not so friendly people with white light can also help the situation as well. Okay. We got DJ. We already got some people asking the questions. Okay. So I wonder if anyone's heard of this TFTX thing going on. Now, as the information keeps coming out, uh, lots of good questions coming up. That's good.
You want FTX next or what?
What's that?
FTX next?
FTX.
Okay.
There we go. FTX. Now, as we're gaining more and more information about the thing coming out with FTX, the thing I never heard of until recently wasn't even on my radar, that we're finding out that FTX was giving money to the Democrats, I believe. But the U.S. government was giving money to the Ukraine, and the Ukrainian were giving it to FTX. Facts now. Making it into crypto, okay, from the Ukraine. And then taking that money, going from there, okay, and then sending it back to the US. Classic way of laundering your money. And a little while ago, I did mention that the Ukraine uh, government was laundering money for the US. And that started way back in 2014, if you remember, back in the Obama days when they set up the false government in the Ukraine. And people tend to forget history. Okay. So my vision that I had, because everything's down right now, good buying opportunities, by the way. I had this vision that how are they going to be bringing, I think the last show I went on a rant of the commercials coming out for all the cryptocurrencies, getting people more excited about the cryptocurrencies going forward because of the elites have been buying Bitcoin like crazy. Okay. If you've been paying attention at all the elites and all the huge companies like BlackRock have been buying Bitcoin like crazy. So I was going along. This is the way they're going to get everybody to have their cryptocurrencies, the regular people out there, regulated, which is not a bad or good thing. Actually, it's more bad than good. Now, the vision was the people are going to be crying out because of the FTX thing to have the government step in and regulate the market. Okay? This is the way they're going to keep a control over the cryptocurrency markets. And you are begging, not necessarily us here on this channel, but the masses of majority of people are going to be asking, please, and this is part of my vision I had, please regulate the market. We don't want any more crashes, please. And the government will, oh, okay. And this is how they're going to get you. Okay. So when the regulations happen from the USA, okay. Yes, thank you for the super chat. Then, now that they have control over the exchanges, and somebody had a long time ago was laughing at me because I said there's only going to be 4 or 5 exchanges that are going to be used. Okay, that's never going to happen. Now we come to today, where regulations over a couple exchanges, which is probably going to be Gemini, Kraken, Binance, Coinbase. There's probably a 5th one I'm probably forgetting, but there's only going to be 5 or 6 exchanges that are going to be US approved. Get the idea? Now, this is where the solid gold dance, I'm having this vision of how it's going to be playing out and how to get the people back into cryptocurrencies with the commercials and the hoo-ha and the dancing, because everybody's like, I'm not getting into that. Could be Poloniex. That's iffy. Okay. And then they gave me the old vision of that old TV show, Solid Gold, if you remember back, with Marilyn McCoo, I think her name was, and the Solid Gold dancers. And they're going to be really doing their thing. This is in the vision, and this is how they're going to get people back into the excited about cryptocurrencies, is by massive commercialism. Okay, but you can only get cryptocurrencies by US approved exchanges. Get the point? This is how they're going to control the market. But after that time, everybody starts to get excited about cryptocurrencies because they see advertisement everywhere. It's okay. It's safe now because of the US government controlling everything. Okay? That's when it's going to skyrocket. Okay? And that's going to be in the next year or 2. Okay? That we're picking up of all this advertisement. And plus, the old market is dying. They need a replacement for the old market. And so they're going to be implementing the new market, which they can control, okay, by regulations. Okay. Even though we don't really need them, but that's how the US is going to, and the governments of the world are going to sell it. Okay, so that's where the Solid Gold dancers comes in, with Marilyn McCoo dancing away to the old Goldie hits. Okay, so there you go. So that was my vision, and I think that's pretty much how it's going to be playing out in the next little while. Okay, let's move on to some of the questions that people had. Amazon layoffs. Oh, um, trucking companies are starting to lay off people as well, which is very interesting. Just before Christmas, many of the other companies associated with those wonderful Christmas deals are starting to lay off people. Very interesting timing on all this. TJ says that vision makes a lot of sense. She may have been around watching Solid Gold back in the day. Okay. I don't know if any of you remember that show. Okay, let's look at the Amazon thing. What's happening with all the trucking companies, laying off people, that sort of thing. Okay, so it seems that the health of this Amazon thing going on, they are making an abrupt change in the health of things. Um, we got the good old death card. Doesn't mean Amazon's going to die anytime soon. It's just going to be a great new journey for them. That's usually what it means. So basically, what's going to be happening with Amazon, they're just going to be tying down because the pandemic is pretty much over mostly. Okay. And people are getting out there shopping in person nowadays. And this is probably why they're having this bit cut. I think it's like 40% that their stock went down. And plus, half the time they don't even have the things that we want to order. We do Amazon orders every so often. And plus products and services that are not always there when when you need them. So that's going to be a thing coming up very, very soon. They're going to be pulling through. Okay. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay. But they are going to have a downfall. It's something that was going on behind the scenes that went badly for them. Okay. So they were trying to make some deal and it fell through. And of course, now they have to make adjustments to the Amazon way of doing things. But of course, they'd be pulling through that in no time flat. Okay. So 40% down, maybe a good buying opportunity out there for everybody. Not financial advice, of course. The financial system, they were having some issues. They had that 3 of swords, but it was reversed. So whatever it was that was hindering them, they're going to be overcoming with no problem. And there's some white hat activity with that as well. So they may, the white hats may have come in. You have to remember, Amazon was part of the whole lockdown scenario so that they could make big money. I think they had a bit of a talking to not that long ago. Could have been the Trump and the boys came in and said, no more of that. And of course, that's with those big changes, they're going to start to be making money again. So if you're thinking of getting a little bit of the Amazon action, I would suggest, not financial advice, but if you want to make a little bit of money, probably a good idea to get into that. People involved, yeah, they're doing all the right things, but they're going to have an about face on their COVID related issues that they had. Okay. And they're going to be turning things around. Okay. So they're not going to die anytime soon. They're going to have a little bit of a dip. And that's mostly because of not too many people are shopping online as much. Okay. So that was Amazon. It's just unfortunate those are going to get laid off. But there you go. Iran. That was in the news the other day. Are we having trouble with whatever?
I don't know. You asked the question, but I don't see it.
Okay. Okay. So in Iran, there's some talk of the U.S. doing something with them, and which will actually never really happen. They're going to be putting more restrictions and blah 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 for the meantime until that's all washed away with that red. Still a little bit of a red wave coming into the U.S. And starting to get rid of that nonsense. Plus, if you had noticed in the news the other day that the BRICS has grown. So people that aren't aware of the BRICS, that's the Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and now it's grown by 12 more people, and I believe Iran is part of that list. So Putin and the gang has gotten a little bit bigger of a gang in the last couple days. And I think this is pushback from the US and the Western world on that situation. Um, so going forward, I'm thinking Iran is going to be just fine with their partnership with the BRICS. Okay, at least especially financially. This is basically the way they get through this uh, restrictions that they're getting from the Western world. Um, is through the BRICS and having that actual free trade and business between different countries is going to be a thing instead of the U.S. trying to police everything all the time. So health-wise, it's going to be improving a huge. Uh, Even now that there's these restrictions on them, it's going to be they're going to be pulled out from the BRICS nations as business partners. Financially, oh yeah, I think the news that we get here in the Western world is not the greatest. That's the nicest way of saying it. But financially, they're going to be doing just fine in the next little while, getting those products and services to the people. Like I always say, I love the people. I just can't stand the governments. Okay. I know quite a few people from Iran. I work with a couple. The people are great. It's just the government, you know. But the country itself is going to be pulling itself out of the financial situation that they've been put into because of the BRICS going forward. People that are involved in this situation, they're reversing all the negative aspects of trade around the world because of the BRICS, and that's going to be a thing very, very soon. Our United States is going to try to pressure them some more, but I think it's not going to really do anything like the things that they're going against Russia. It's not really doing anything. It's actually improving their their system because they have a parallel economy. Okay, that's not attached to the Western world. Okay, so it doesn't matter what the U.S. does, and that's going to be how it's going to be into the future. The BRICS nations, which I think is I'm going to get more into on Thursday's show, is going to be a big factor, and I'm going to do a bit more involved reading on Thursday on that. Okay, so that was the Iran news. That was the part of the Google Trends. Now, people are asking about Ethereum. So, let's just have a look at that. Ethereum is, yes, it's going to be going down. I was watching JC from Beyond Mystic today. You had Woo Woo do it on there, and J Snip 4 on there as well. Very good psychics. and it basically along the way I was seeing things as well. They're saying that yes, there probably will be $800 or $900 Ethereum in the next little while. There's going to be one more big dive before the rocket launch. Okay, we haven't seen the last of um, the pain in the cryptocurrency market. There, somebody was saying it's going to be another 2 years or what. I think it's going to be much sooner till it starts to spark up. Um, of course, right now is the perfect time to start buying up any of those assets that you're thinking of getting. It's probably good to get them now before all the mess starts happening with the dancing girls and stuff. And then you'll get your cryptos tax free. That's something our friend Kevin was talking about the other day. Buy your cryptos now because they're tax free. Once everything starts to US approved or Canadian approved or whatever, certain exchanges, now there's going to be a tax on it. Okay? When you buy your Bitcoin and Ethereum. 400. I don't know about 400. 700. Maybe. That was Marlon looking for the cheap deals, which is the perfect way of thinking of it, right? Okay, let's have a little bit more of a look on the Ethereum. So the health of that particular situation is pretty much going as planned, as JSNIP and Woo Woo and Janine and name a psychic, and they'll probably be saying the same thing, that everything is going to be coming down along with Ethereum. And he was also saying about 20 cents XRP. Okay, so interesting. Maybe something to look into. Anyways, so the health of the entire cryptocurrency world, Ethereum included, is going to be going through that dive for the next little while. But it is that the FTX thing that just happened was on purpose. I'm going to repeat that. The FTX thing, the dive, was on purpose. And it was related to the World Economic Forum. It was actually on their webpage, which they recently took off of their webpage. But it was a big part of bringing everybody into controlled cryptocurrencies for the world. Okay, which was their plan going forward, to control cryptocurrencies and basically the Chinese system of controlling everybody's money system. I think it's going to fail on them. Anyways, so overall, after the couple months that we're going to be trudging through this situation, we're going to be getting back to good times. Of course, right now, in the Ethereum, the money wise, we're just waiting on that harvest to come in. Okay. And at the very end, with a lot of hard work and determination and sitting on it, as I always keep saying, we're going to have a big yes. Okay. Ace of Wands. And don't worry about all the nonsense in the news. It's just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. Okay. It's an illusion. Do not panic. Do not do those knee-jerk reactions on selling things too soon. Never sell at a loss. Okay? Because it's smoke and mirrors. This is their last opportunity to take your cryptocurrencies at a nice cheap price, right? They know the game. Okay? Marlin knows the game. When everybody's afraid, be greedy. And when everybody's greedy, be afraid. Right? They know that game better than anybody. And they had the means of scaring everybody. Okay? And what do? They get greedy. So this is how they do it. This is the way we should be thinking as well. Not that I agree with it. It's just the way forward. Okay? So there you go. Ethereum coming down a little bit more. So everybody can get those 32 Ethereum for a node. What else we got there? Layer 0. I think this was a question from Dark. And I don't think he's here yet. It's a Layer 0 protocol he was asking about. Don't know anything about it, but let's have a look at the cards. So whatever this is, I'm not sure exactly what Dark was asking about. But the cards are indicating that they're going to have a lot of good victories along the way. But this is the beginning of the health line. Emotionally, they're going to be fine. For some reason, by the end of a year or so, everything is going to be falling down a little bit. It could be one of these cryptos he likes to play around in. So you might want to check this out a bit more because he has a different viewpoint of cryptocurrencies. He may be looking for the quick buck because he's a day trader all day. So he thinks a little differently than us regular folks out there. So he may be looking for a quick pump and a dump. Okay. And that's pretty much what I'm picking up right now, that it's going to be going up quite a bit. And for some reason, it's going to be coming down so he can make his trade and all that sort of thing. Yeah, and in the financial line, it is actually saying it's going to go up, 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 and come down for whatever reason. Could be bad news or bad something going on behind the scenes, that sort of thing. And I think the people that are involved in it are going to be a little stressed. Okay. And then for his needs, Dark's needs, I think he's going to be making some pretty good money with that one. Okay. So there you go. So hopefully he sees this video soon. Okay. Remote viewing. Hopefully you've been doing your homework. Right? So just a reminder, on this Sunday, we're going to be doing the remote viewing targets. Okay. So at the top of your fresh new piece of paper, right, Brad? You get to write down the number sequence of letters and numbers, RLDN 1528. And this is the number you're going to be focusing on. Okay. And when you're focusing on that number, do not label the target. Okay. Don't give it a name. Just describe it. This is how remote viewing is actually done. Okay. So you're going to write down all the descriptive things about it. Okay. So you're going to, what color is it? Texture is it? What smell, taste? What's it sound like? Okay. Is it man-made? Is it natural? Okay. So you go through the entire list, Writing down the things that describe the target. Do not name it. If you do name it, you go, it's a tarot card. Okay? I'm not saying that it is. That would be known as an analytical overlay. Okay, so at the bottom of your page, you put AOL because it could be correct, but that's not the purpose of remote viewing. And you put down tarot card, and then you wipe that from your mind, and then you go back to describing the target. Okay, as best as you can, because now you front loaded yourself with tarot card. So everything you may be picking up is the aspect of the tarot card. Okay, so there you go. That's remote viewing in a nutshell. Okay, and that's going to be this Sunday. So make sure you get your homework done, and we'll have a lot of fun. Okay, let's get into the chat. There's Dark. Hello, Dark. You missed your reading. You're going to have to watch it again. Okay, what do we got up for that here? Bob Job. Hi, Andre. So Poland hit by Russia. What do you think? That's not the news I heard. I heard it was Ukraine that hit Poland by accident. Okay. I know could be part of the reason that they're mixed up. Poland does not like Russia. Okay, that's evident. I know Poland was lining up troops on their borders ready to go in and help the Ukrainians. So probably what did happen, if it did happen, where Russia would be doing a preemptive strike on their front of their forces. Okay? Basically, get back. So let's have a look. Let's see what the cards say. Because you could be correct. And I did, I guess I just told you the circumstance why they would actually do that. Poland does not like Russia at all. And they've been they're itching to get into the fight. Okay? For whatever ludicrous reason. It seems that the health of this particular situation, it was basically what I had just said. It's just a preemptive strike by Russia. Okay, back off. We're dealing with this thing over here. Do not get involved. Okay, that's pretty much the energy that Russia was putting towards them. I think it is going to be escalating a little bit, and I think Poland has ties with the UN a little bit, which may be a little sticky. I don't think they're a UN member, but I think they have close ties in that way. But I do think that the Ukrainian war is going to be almost done with very, very soon, because we're getting word from the U.S. that they want a peace deal finally, which they should have done in the beginning. But now that they can't launder their money through the Ukraine, they have no use for them. So there you go. Yeah, I think it's going to be stopped before it even really begins. And basically, that was what that was about. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. Dilly. Will Matic drop below 70 cents US in the next 1 to 2 months? With everything that I know now, probably. But let's do a pendulum on that. Okay, so yes, it is going to go down to that 70 cents US in the next 1 to 2 months. Probably be because of the next crash, and then it's going to be rocketing up from there. Um, Poland is a part of the UN or NATO, so yeah, or UN. So that would be a real sticky point. It's probably the American government is going to go, stop that. So, okay, hopefully that answers your question, Dilly Dale, and getting off track here. Uh, what else do we have here?
Oh,
Coffee sipping time.
I thought you were still talking. I thought you were looking at your card.
There we go. Bob Chubb. Hi, Andre. Yes, Psychic said if U.S. military does not do a USA takeover, a third world war could happen due to the elites. That's the U.S. I'm assuming, and probably everybody wanting to get part of the pie, right, from other countries. I'm thinking that will be in control because of the other side and many of the things that are going on behind the scenes that are probably touched on more with Beyond Mystic. There is a force behind the scenes doing all the things that are going on right now. A good portion of the things that they're actually doing behind the scenes is exposing many of the things that the Democrats elites have been doing. Okay, and this is what the FTX thing was about. Is what kept going on? Okay, but it was exposed. Hey, the Democratic Party is. We knew they were filtering money through the Ukraine, but we didn't know exactly how. Right now, we know how they were doing it. Okay, and this is why we got this whole thing going on. And this is what the white hats have been doing, is exposing all the naughty things going on behind the scenes. This is why we're seeing the FTX thing come into the light. This is why we're seeing the tie-in with Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, and all the other things are coming to light into the main, almost getting into the mainstream media. Almost, we're not quite there, but it's going to be very soon. Okay, so to kill the evil tree, you can't just cut down the tree. You have to expose the roots and cut at them as well. And that's basically what's playing out right now. And we're starting to see more and more evidence of this as we move forward, by the good guys exposing all the roots and stuff. And that's pretty much the news that we're getting from various sources. So I think it's going to be almost a controlled demolition of the evil. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out, Bob. Salt Exchange defunct due to FTX, apparently. What do you think? Yeah, we're going to see a lot of exchanges going by the wayside. They had connections with the FTX. And this is why I keep preaching to you. Do not ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. Okay? that reason right there is prime example why you never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange unless you have no other choice. Okay. Um, we've seen this over and over and over and over again that exchanges come and then they're gone. Okay. Way back from Mount Gox to what was that Canadian exchange? The guy fell out of a plane in Africa and something weird like that, and it was all on his laptop, and now all that money's gone. So this is why I keep preaching to you guys: never ever leave your cryptocurrencies on an exchange. Okay, if you want to know a reason why, there you go. So yes, they are going to be affected. I think a lot of other exchanges are going to be in the same ballpark. A lot of them, if you want to do quick trades here and there, perfect. You just want to get your money in there, get your cryptos out, perfect. But never ever leave your cryptos on an exchange unless you have something set up like a DeFi thing or you're in a long trade. But never leave everything all in one basket like that. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Will ETH reach 4,000 or higher in 2023? 2023, 2024 in that pocket right there. Yes. It's going to go woof, but it's going to take time to, with all the dancing girls, to get everybody excited about cryptocurrencies again. Okay, so there you go. um, will the bottom? I think the bottom is going to come very, very soon. Like I keep saying, Christmas is going to be whole lot of fun, right? First quarter. So if you look at it this way, it's going to be the last quarter of 2022 and the first quarter of 2023. So that's basically what I was saying to our other friend here. It's going to be kind of sandwiched between those, the old year and the new year. Okay. So there you go. Thank you, Marlon. Will the FTX issue keep many new people from buying crypto in the future? For a short while, yes. And this is why I had the vision of the commercials everywhere. People like us will always get cryptocurrencies, no matter what's going on. We get fooled by exchanges, but we still believe in cryptocurrencies. The regular person out there, all the news coming out, yeah, they would say no crypto for me. This is why I'm seeing all these commercials coming out with the dancing girls and all that. To get people both excited about cryptocurrencies again, okay, and trusting them because they're US approved, right? And that'll be the selling point because all the elites that have been buying cryptocurrencies for a couple years now in great droves. So they're going to be wanting to make a profit. And that's how they're going to do it. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out, Daily Dilly. Will Coinbase be halting withdrawals of crypto or money after cashing out in the next 2 years? I think Coinbase is going to be around for quite some time. It's going to be one of the highly regulated. It's going to be one of the five. Okay. There's 5 or 6 cryptocurrency exchanges that are U.S. approved. So, and I believe Coinbase is going to be one of them. If they're having trouble, they're probably going to be helped out by some entity out there. Okay. So I think they're going to be just fine. I don't personally trust them. Okay. But do have ties with the US government, all that sort of thing, and other entities. Okay. So I think they're going to be just fine.
Okay, so here's one super chat.
One super chat.
Okay.
Hey, from our Twitch.
It was on YouTube, but it didn't go through, so he's on Twitch now.
Oh, okay. Cool. Stickers on is crypto dot to use the way I use it. Is it? Okay. A very interesting question. Crypto.com. That's the one of the credit cards that we actually have, I believe, is crypto.com.
Right.
Which we have an affiliate link in the website if you wish. So it is saying yes. However you're using it. So there you go. However you're using it, I guess it's fine. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out.
Your favorite question?
My favorite question.
Mm-hmm.
Luda Classic. I don't know about this, but there was a show on TMI. If you don't watch it, very good news, by the way. Where Luna Classic may be looked at as the comeback kid. Okay, because a lot of interest in there. They do have the dancing girls moving forward. Funny as it seems. 25 cents by Q3 next year. Yeah, it's saying no. But it is going to be, weirdly enough, even with its all its problem, I think there's going to be something that actually brings down their price yet again. They're trying to do a stable coin attached to it again, and that's going to probably wreck them again. There was talk on that, but a lot of people are starting to get into the Luna Classic camp. I don't know why, but so it is going to be making a bit of a comeback. It could be the Dogecoin of its type, where it came from nothing again. It'll take quite a bit of time for it to really pick up steam. It'll probably never get back to where it used to be, but it's probably going to start to go up nice and slow over the years. Okay, hopefully that helps you. Will XRP hit 10 US cents this year? So meaning it's going, I think it's 40 cents, 50 cents, something like that. So you're asking if it's going to go down. And I think there was on JSNIP 4, he was saying 6 cents, no, 20 cent XRP. That's US. I don't think it's going to go much below that. Okay. Cents. Oh. And if it goes back up to 50 cents or more, to go up more because of the SEC and the XRP is going to be ending very soon, because we've all been took a long time, and I did make that prediction a long time ago. And people are, will it be done soon? No, it's going to be a long, long time. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go with JSNIP 4 on this one. It's probably going to get down to that 20-cent mark and then go back from there. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out. The crypto viewing channel still states crypto will be asset backed. You have to remember cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are backed by math. Okay. Some of this is what I was seeing today, which is very interesting about the stable coins. There's a segment of the US silver industry that is putting little notches on the coins, and that is supposed to be an indicator for its counterpart on the stable coin. Okay, so they're already starting to prepare many of the stable coins to be actually backed by gold and silver. Okay, and yes, it's going to be within the next 2 years that we're going to see that, because we all know that the fiat currency is going to go down, right? So now you got this huge stable coin company. You need it to be actually backed by something that's going to be holding its value. Okay, so no, on silver coins in notches, there's diamond dust. I heard about the notches. It's supposed to be a blockchain address, which is going to be related to. Some of them are going to be paired with a stable coin. And it could be actually other coins as well. So he's partially right. The new economy that they're going to be pulling, or the new fiat currency that they're going to be coming up with as the old one falls apart. Not everybody's going to be in the cryptos when that does happen. So they're going to need something as a way of preserving some semblance of normality. They're going to be bringing up asset-backed currencies. That's what they may be referring to. Okay, and that's something I predicted as well. Okay, thank you for that, Bob. Reggie Middleton is suing Coinbase for patent infringement on his DeFi software. Veritasium was built on this patented software, and with his patent, he is the owner of DeFi. Will he win the case? Oh boy, that's going to be a big kettle of fish. I think Brad Hall was actually at that meeting we had with Reggie Middleton. We got to see him through Skype or whatever it was at our crypto meeting. Will he win? I know he has a few court cases going on right now in his favor. So it's saying, yeah, but it's going to be a lengthy progress. Whenever it comes to courts, it always takes a long time. But yes, he will win. And he's going to make a bucket load of money from that. Okay. I still think Coinbase is going to be around for the long term because they're being backed out or backed up by government. Okay. So, but thank you for that question. Very interesting. Speaking of trucking, my brother-in-law has a trucking company that is having problems. Will he survive or will he have to shut down? Hmm. I'm gonna throw some cards down for this one. Yeah, there was news about some bigger trucking companies that are looking at laying off a bunch of people just before Christmas. I don't know the wisdom of that, but it seems your brother-in-law, yeah, brother-in-law is going to have to um, pare it back a little bit, or think of other solutions that are going to be coming up, because when you have a truck, you can actually make it into other business opportunities, depending on the size of the truck. But I'm thinking that he's going to have to look for other ways for the truck to be paid for. Um, uh, but yeah, he's going to be facing trouble. And so he's going to have to look at other ways of making money within the chaos. As I always say, there's always opportunity in chaos, and he's going to have to really look hard and look for any of the gaps within the structure of business, if you know what I'm saying, and look for those gaps to fill, okay, with his company. And if he expands in that direction, I think he'll be just fine. Okay, but it's going to be a little rough for the next little while for him. Okay, hopefully that helps him out. Three card reading for Rosie. Hmm. There's somebody who thinks they got the best over you. They're like, I'm lording this thing over you. You usually know what happens to those sort of people. A lot of it is smoke and mirrors. Okay, they're they're trying to keep up appearances. I do have a female energy with that comes along with this person. I'm doing this, but then when you start to investigate a little bit, it's a lot of that's a whole bunch of a whole lot of nothing going on, and they thought they were going to be pulling one over on you, and you're going to be seeing through the smoke and mirrors, and you're going to be exposing that. But being the good person that you are, you're going to be handling it in a good way, and it's going to be a good learning experience for them and a good learning experience for yourself. But it might even sting more if you're doing it in a good way. Okay, and you can be resolving this particular situation uh, um, where it's a win-win situation for the both of you. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Will I be able to find the perfect place to move and buy property? Hmm. I keep seeing trailers around you, like a trailer park. Not a bad thing in Arizona. Um, my auntie has a couple trailers down that way. Makes pretty good money. Um, hmm. You got to find the right situation for the moment in time. Look for the best deal. You got to something within the chaos that's going to be going on around you or everybody. And you're going to be finding the little trick to make it really work. So, answer is yes, and you're going to get it for a song. Okay. Just keep your eyes peeled, and there's going to be really good opportunities within the chaos that's going to be happening very soon. And it's going to work out just perfectly for you. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out.
One more.
One more.
Last one.
Super little guy. How well will I do when I play in the World Series of Poker in Las Vegas in the not so far off future? Been a dream of mine to play it and do so every year once I am financially able to. So I think you're gonna do okay, but you're not gonna be the big winner or anything like that, unfortunately. But I think it's gonna be a great opportunity for you to meet other people, if it's online even. Um, I think the whole situation is going to be a great opportunity for you to learn and experience other people who love doing the poker thing. Okay. Um, yeah, and I think you're going to be making new friends with that and actually continuing with that as the years roll by. Okay. Thank you, and hopefully that helps you. That's it.
We're done.
We're done.
We're overdone.
We're overdone. Stick a fork in it. We're done. As always, I enjoy having the show with you people. It's a great time. Just a reminder, we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it down on the calendar. I think Thursday's show is about the BRICS, I believe, and we're getting a little bit more involved in that. And that's going to be Russia and a little bit of China reading, that sort of thing. And it's going to be juicy, as Super Little Guy just said. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, make sure you go to psychobionary.com, where all that information is there. If you protect your cryptocurrencies, not on an exchange. Okay.
Give them the evil eye.
Make sure you go to our website, psychoreadingsbyoandre.com, where you can find an affiliate link to our Trezor offer, the Trezor Cold Wallet. If you should happen to purchase the Trezor wallet, know that me and the Domino make a little bit of money for cat treats from that purchase. Okay, so what else do we need to discuss? I think we'll show it again. Do your homework. Okay, so we can have some fun on Sunday as we do the remote viewing show. Okay, so with that, make sure you love or like, subscribe, share it everywhere, and so we can get past that Bill C-11 from Mr. Trudeau. And make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.